Good morning, Siab.
Hey Carlos, morning.
You're not gonna take UCAT, right? Because we got news in 10 minutes.
UCAD. No, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna wait for the news
UJ.
to be done. Yeah, maybe for UJ too.
Yeah, whenever you can you draw that song on UJ? Because
Yeah, just a second and I'll
yeah,
start
sure.
with charts. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's see what we have today. Yesterday was a great day. A lot of pips were made yesterday on AU and EJ. So we were talking about USD CAD, right? Yeah, so the plan was on USD CAD to take some buys here since we had this little fake out here. But the thing is, the news are coming and we have to wait. Yeah, so we have to wait for the news to be on. I don't know if it's gonna be a big move after the news, but let's see, because sometimes they don't really move the market that much, so we're gonna wait and see what happens. Then after the news we can make a decision if we want to take this or not. But if there wasn't any news, I would take this without a doubt. So this candle closed back in the range. We had this small fake out here which didn't really close below. This was like an indecision candle. It only closed 1 or 2 free pips below, which is not valid for us. And this candle then went up and closed above this level. Now basically we're having a retest, and this doesn't look like it's going to continue all the way down. I think this is a retest to continue up, but since we have news coming, I think we should stay out and see what's going to happen before taking any trades. We'll see then what's going to happen. On my list is UJ, and it's even better. Look at how big this consolidation is. Now what I'm expecting is a break to the downside on UJ, and my support level is right around here. So Carlos, as I said, this was a fake out.
Yeah, I agree, but
Yeah, because
also,
look, we can go further, uh, and on the previous days was rejected here. You can see this small break and retest,
yeah,
and you can see also this rejection. You can see when it broke up, made this retest and went all the way up, and all these, you see the break or retest here to the downside, this move that happened here, then we got a close above, again a retest continuation, and all these, this candle closed below, but as you can see still couldn't continue down, closed back in the range. We have so many rejections here, so it makes sense to wait for this support to break without taking anything. And as you can see, we had a fake out to the upside too, and it couldn't go up, closed back in the range. This candle made the retest and went all the way down. Now I'm expecting this to break below and continue to this next zone. After the breakout, we expect a retest here to continue down. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm more to the downside on this pair on UJ, because since we couldn't move up here and we had this whole move to the downside, I think we're gonna break down unless the news is something that, you know, that gonna push USD to the upside. We'll wait and see. I think we're gonna have a good trade here whenever it goes. It's not a big range here. We only have like 20 pips. Yeah, there's only a 20 pip range here that USD JPY has been consolidating for a while. Even if there's news and it starts to move the market, even if it's push up, can have a break and retest to the upside also. See, it's pretty crazy these days. We've had a lot of fake outs. See, we have both fake outs to the upside and downside, and it didn't break either way. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, looks like USD CAD's gonna push down. Think we can have a trade on USD CAD even if it goes down, because this candle can close below this support. When we can have a retest to continue down and fill this range here. Well, let's see. Or maybe nothing big is gonna happen. Okay, UJ is pushing up. Let me see the news. Okay, the news was good. Let's see. Looks like USD is gonna get some strength. USD CAD is dropping and US dollar is pushing up. Well, let me take a look at Euro USD. Yeah, Euro USD is dropping, or didn't move that much actually. Yeah, it's dropping, which means USD is getting some strength. USD JPY is pushing. USD CAD still at the same place actually. Let's see. Think it's a bit risky to take USD CAD. Even though the news was good, but I think better would be to wait for UJ to break. Let's see if it's gonna break to the upside or downside. If it does go all the way up, then pretty sure it's gonna break this time.
Siad,
Yeah.
can you zoom out a bit? Maybe.
Or you think that got rejected from this? Yeah, I was just about to say. We have a 15 pips rejection there, but I think UJ created a zone here too, because since we have all these rejections, I mean we can't say there's no zone here. I mean, but if we get to this zone before making the retest, then it might be a bit risky, of course.
Yeah, maybe if we get if you touch that zone above, better wait for a break and retest.
Of this zone,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see.
yeah, something like this.
Even though even if it close above the zone, I would still take it. Maybe use smaller risk than usual.
Yeah, if it doesn't touch this top zone, it's we can take a retest without problem.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna close
Yeah.
because we can't say anything without a close. If you guys see any other setups, let me know. Even though I'm gonna go through all the pairs that we trade to see what we have. Okay, looks like we have something on EJ. So we have support here, or resistance, which is being retested now. Even though this candle was not that strong close below. And let me take a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, 4-hour has the same zone, but I don't know, let me take a look. Not pretty sure about this trade. I think I think you should wait for this. Maybe if it goes bearish, we can start to think to take a trade here. If this goes bearish, we can make an entry around here with a stop loss just above this. But let's see. I think it's a bit dangerous to take a trade here since price came all the way to, let's say, this breakout candle and almost went above it, and that makes a bit this uncomfortable to take. But if we add, yeah, even though the zone is all the way up here, as you can see, and that's maybe why price came all the way up here, but I don't know. Let me see how many pips we have this breakout here. Okay, this candle is well, it's almost 10 pips. Thinking if I should take this or not.
You don't think that the break was on right on this break, retest, and drop?
That could be, but you can see it didn't really close strong below that. So even if it's
Yeah,
that,
but it closed like this area.
yeah, looks pretty same. I don't know. I'm just still thinking. Let's see. Wow, UJ is gonna break down. Looks like big rejection. I mean, we can take a sell here on EJ with maybe 10 pips stop loss, but I don't know. I'm not very sure about this. And so I still think should continue down. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take a sell even though, but what I will do here is I'm gonna use a smaller risk than usual. Because I don't know, I just don't trust that much because the retracement was pretty big. Yes, so I'm gonna take a small entry here. I'm gonna use a 15 pip stop loss. 550 is gonna be my stop loss, and the target is gonna be 20 pips first, and this next support zone here, which we had a trade. Hmm. Wow, already pushed up. Euro's getting stronger. Yeah, let's see. The fact that went above this candle doesn't make this very comfortable, but still we have resistance here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how it's gonna react at this resistance here, because I think should get a small rejection here, just as a sign that we have a zone there. So we'll see. Yeah, yeah. Just now, like you said, Carlos, this might be the second retest.
Yeah, and the thing is that you're entering right now when the news price is reacting to the news.
Yeah,
So
and
it could just go over any level right now.
thing is, why would have impact on EJs? That's the thing.
Because you have yen, and yen is a safe haven. So
Yeah,
any news related to any news that comes out can make CHF gold or yen spike either way because they're safe haven. So
yeah. Now we
yeah,
got
it's looking good
rejected.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we got rejected. So this might be a good sign. I'm taking it first. I didn't take this as my confirmation or my breakout candle. I took this as a breakout candle, even though now I see that this also closed below. Even though it wasn't very, strong close, but still closed below, and this might be the first retest. And now, let's say we're making the second retest. And I think I'm gonna close this for now at break even here because I don't feel comfortable on this candle going above that, and we might push higher, so I'll be out and see what happens here.
Take a look at EJ for sorry GJ 4 hour whenever you can.
GJ 4 hour. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me take a look.
very clean chart.
I saw GJ. Yeah,
The
I think
four
you're
hour.
thinking about this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, on
Yeah,
4 hour
I
you can see
I was
very
waiting the same on GJ.
yeah.
4 hour is perfect.
Yeah, we have space
Yeah,
till here. So
best thing is on GJ that the same level is on 1 hour and 4 hour. So on both time frames we have the same level, and whenever it breaks, it's gonna be perfect for us. On 1 hour is perfect. I was waiting for this also before.
yeah, I'm looking at this and UJ and UCAT.
Yeah, UCAT. I would rather take GJ if it
Yeah, of
breaks.
course, of course, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, GJ is number
because
one. I mean, you
yeah,
can go
because
all in.
I think it moves faster than you can give us that quick
Yeah, those
pips.
20 pips in 10 minutes.
Yeah, so we can do the same on EJ. We can wait for the breakout here. If anyone is on sells, you can close out break even because I would rather wait for a breakout of this resistance and see what happens. Let me take a look on daily. See, this is the reason why we shouldn't sell EJ. We're right at daily support here on EJ. That's why we have to check higher time frames always, because we might enter right at daily support and it can really continue very fast in your opposite way. So I would rather take buys here on EJ. So since on the daily we are rejecting support and we actually have a breakout on the daily, and this was the retest, I think, to continue more to the upside. I didn't see this before because I would take it without a doubt. Now what we can do is, since we missed the retest on the daily, we can go on the 1 hour
And look
and
for longs.
yeah, and look for longs. We have a perfect zone here to wait for a breakout. So once it breaks this, we can look for longs here, even though it rejected very nice to the downside, but I really didn't feel comfortable waiting there. And look at the rejection. It was perfect retest on the daily. So I'm just gonna wait for this. We'll see what happens. And look at yesterday's rejection. Seems it rejected from that daily level. And now it made the retest. This is the daily level that we talked about. So we'll see.
Yeah, if we get a break and retest of this area,
Of this right here.
as you have just
Yeah, that would be the best if we break above. We
yeah,
have
exactly.
a retest on the daily, then we have a break and retest on lower time frame, and would be perfect. So gonna need to be patient a bit. See what happens. UJ still in the same. Started to drop first, then again rejecting. We'll see. We're gonna have a lot of opportunities here because if GJ is gonna break, maybe UJ also is gonna push all EM pairs. EJ also. We might have two or three setups at the same time.
Sorry, man, had a phone call.
No worries.
And look at Aussie. We had a nice break and retest on the 4 hour, but it was the second touch. Go to the 4 hour. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're talking about this. Yeah. It was second retest, but this might
Yeah,
be
because we have
a
this.
daily retest. Yeah, on the
Mm,
daily, it doesn't really look like much, but
no, it was
yeah,
perfect, man.
perfect.
If we didn't have this retest, I would be all over this, but I wasn't sure it was gonna hold.
But yeah, thing is, it happened last night. This
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, this was
It
the
happened
daily
at, when the Aussie market was open. So
yeah. I would take it if I knew this. I would take it because it came after a day, and this was just a daily retest to continue up. I think it might head up here
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah, exactly.
because if it goes above, you see, we have another level here.
Yeah,
See all these rejections? We have
yeah.
another
Maybe
level
we can
here.
see it on 1 hour clear.
Yeah. If this 4 hour goes above this and we get a close, we can easily ride it to the next resistance there. And let me take a look on the 1 hour, because 1 hour might be even better.
Not very clear on the 1 hour.
Yeah, it's not very clear, but we know what. Yeah, even I think it's clear. It's clear. Just that, if you can look here, just that on 4 hour looks a lot more better. But it's clear here that we have a zone. We also got to. This was like a
Yeah, that's
small
fine.
fake out. You can
Yeah.
see, because then it closed back in the range, made this small retest, and went all the way down. Now it's really pushing really hard. We might see a move like this. Let's wait and see. If we get a 4 hour breaking retest, it would be even better.
The thing is that you have like a zone here, right?
I wouldn't say that we have a good zone there.
It's a
I
minor one.
mean, yeah, it's just a minor resistance there. That's what I said. Having a 4 hour break and retest would be a lot better.
Yeah, totally.
The 4 hour looks much clearer than 1 hour.
And I think that the level is a bit higher. Over here.
Yeah, but if we think about a break, it's gonna need to break
Yeah,
close
yeah, yeah, yeah,
above
yeah.
these
10
wicks.
pips at least, yeah.
Yeah,
Being a
so
first chart. Yeah.
it wouldn't matter that much for 2 3 pips here.
So that's the plan for today.
Yeah, let's wait and see. Let's take a look. Yeah, UJ. EJ is coming back slowly. We'll see. Man, we're gonna have a lot of setups.
First, we have to see them break.
Yeah, just we need that breakout first.
Yep.
We'll see. Thing is on GJ, it's 5 minutes left and still needs to push another 15 pips to make a breakout. That can be a bit hard maybe. Needs to push right now and break that zone before the 1 hour closes.
Yeah, I guess we're not gonna have anything on this for our close.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard maybe. The closest is EJ. EJ can make that breakout because it's only 5 pips range here. It needs to push like 10 pips.
10, 10, 15 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this can happen on the next hour.
Thing is, if it does happen, if it stays like this, the next hour can push all the way up,
Yeah.
and we can miss the retest. Then that's what
Like yesterday we had
had.
the EJ trade like at 3
Yeah,
p.m. London
it
time.
came pretty late, but then
Yeah.
it went perfect. Somebody's saying, can you show me your UJ chart? This is the UJ chart. We are waiting for this consolidation to break. Below or above, we'll see. One of them should break. Just waiting for breakout. There is a small, minor zone here, but would be pretty risky.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
Yeah, on Aussie, we can have maybe a small break and retest. Why didn't you take USD CAD for our break and retest? Yeah, because of news. There was news, and that's why we didn't take USD CAD. I mean, we have lots of rejections at this level. I don't know if we can think something like this on OC. Would be pretty risky. Maybe we could catch or like 10 quick pips on it just to fill this small range here. Even though it's not small, it's 20 pips range. Let's wait and see how it's gonna close. Maybe if we get a retest here, can have an entry here and a stop loss just
15 pips.
below. Yeah, just below this breakout candle.
Yeah, because we got 20 pips to the next zone.
Yeah.
So 15 pips will be good, achievable.
Yeah, true. Let's see.
And also we must see that once it breaks, it goes down. Because if it goes up, it's a no.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have this area.
Yeah, it needs to come right immediately to the downside to make the retest. We don't need that push before the retest, because once it goes here at this level, then it's gonna be a rejection actually. If it does go before making the retest. Let's see. EJ is very close to break this, but see, it's having problems, of course. Look at how many rejections we had. It's not just gonna go through that zone without having some problems before. It might take another hour to break, who knows. GJ on the other hand, it's the same. Still we need to close above this level. It went perfect from yesterday. We had these lines here and we waited for a breakout of this level. It went perfectly. It closed a bit below, but it didn't really go that much, only like 10 pips below. Still managed to close above and continue. GJ was also a daily break and retest. That's why it pushed all the way up. See if we zoom in. It just didn't close really very strong above that, but yeah, you know the idea. It just made a small retest here and went all the way up. Okay, we have a close now. Let's see. Okay,
Yeah.
AUD USD.
Also, we must have in mind that this is gonna be a 4 hour wick, so it might go deep into the zone.
Yeah, see, 4 hour didn't manage to close above. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty risky. If we take this, it's gonna be a risky trade.
Why?
I don't know, because if you go to the 4 hour, it's just a rejection. See the wick, it just got rejected, and
You don't think that the level is a bit higher? See where all got rejected. Well,
yeah, but thing is, it's all a zone. If you look at it, it's only 5-6 pips range.
mm-hmm.
I mean, this is pretty good level, but
It's not worth the risk.
we can take it, but using lower risk. We'll see. Needs to come all the way down here if I want to take a trade here.
Yeah, it's gonna go down. Like it's gonna go deep into the level.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
32,
yeah.
33, 30.
Because of the 4 hour, it can go
Exactly.
deeper. Do you look at weekly break and retest or go on weekly time frame to check weekly level? This question a bit complicated, but usually don't look at the weekly, because we're trading 1 hour and 4 hour. We're not expecting a big move from it, so looking at it daily might be enough for us. Just like I said on Euro JPY, we checked Euro JPY on daily. It was at support, so we didn't take the trade. Yeah, let's see. Check Euro AUD. Okay, I'm gonna give it a look on Euro AUD. In the meanwhile, EJ went perfectly if we held sell, but no, I still think I wouldn't hold it because of the daily. Daily, it it's telling the opposite, so it's better to stay out. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a buy on AUD USD. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna take a buy on AUD USD, but small risk because 4 hour doesn't really look that good, and I'm gonna put my stop at, so 350 is my entry, 200, so I'm gonna use a 15 pip stop loss. Gonna use a 15 pip stop loss. One thing is also that USD news was good, so it might have an effect after, and push to the downside. Forgot to check Euro AUD. Euro AUD. So what are we thinking about Euro AUD? Think Euro AUD is at support. Unless you're thinking about selling it at this level here. Yeah, I think you should stay away from Euro AUD. It's between two zones and I wouldn't risk it, because we have rejections here, and now here. Wouldn't take anything on Euro AUD. So wait and see what happens with AUD USD. Yeah, like we said, based on the 4 hour, we might have a deeper retest. Thing is, if it comes below this, it's gonna push lower. We just need it to stay above this. So let's wait and see. The reason I'm taking this trade is because of this candle closed above, and taking this as the retest for more continuation to the upside. And
Yeah.
this zone was based on lots of rejections. These ones here. So since when it broke below, it respected this level. Now it broke above and it should respect it again and continue up. But just so you know, I'm using lower risk here, just because we got rejected from here and it's a bit risky. Not using the same risk I use, I'm using half of the risk I use usually. Let's see. The reason I put my stop at below the breakout candle is because once it goes to that point, the trade becomes invalid. So it's not valid anymore once it goes below or above the breakout candle. Of course, not every time you can have the chance to use it. Uh, to use the stop loss below or above a breakout candle, but whenever you have it, it's a good thing. Because sometimes the breakout candles can come all the way from a different level, push very high or below, so depends. Let's see what's gonna happen. For now it's pushing lower than we want to, but we will see. Let me check the daily. Yeah, it's a pretty risky trade. Even though the previous daily was very bullish close, now we'll wait and see what happens here. If you look at it, it's only been 10 minutes and we had all this rejection from the upside. This is how many pips? Let me see. Yeah, 30 pip rejection. It's pretty big actually. Well, let's see. Like I said, it shouldn't come below this level, which on the 4-hour is where these both 4 candles closed. Shouldn't come below this, because once it comes, I think it's gonna drop a lot more. Also on the 1-hour, it's gonna be going below this breakout candle, and then the trade becomes not valid anymore. See, now when we have such a big, deep retest, or maybe it's not going to be a retest, just it's going to be a straight push to the side as a rejection on higher time frames. But once we get all this rejection, I don't expect then a move all the way up from this candle. What we can expect is a rejection and a close somewhere here above this level, then the next candle to push, which doesn't really seem the case now. Let's see. Almost hit my stop at 200. Didn't hit yet. If price rejects now, I'm gonna start to cut some losses short before hitting stop loss, because it doesn't look good now. All this drop, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, too deep.
Yeah, it came too low. Even though it still can reject this level, but I just don't feel comfortable anymore. When the retest happens this deep, there's nothing much expected from it. Somebody took EJ, nice. I didn't hold it because it was not very comfortable for me. But look, it dropped a lot. You have to be careful of the daily. Daily is at support right now. Be careful. UJ got rejected another time. Let's see if it's gonna break now or not. It's been too long consolidating here. Let's see what's gonna happen with AUD USD.
Coming back.
Yeah, like I said, it shouldn't come below this and it got rejected. We'll see. Starting to push up now. Thing is, we have plenty of time until the 1 hour close. It's only been 17 minutes, not even 20, and there's the whole 40 minutes that can move to the upside. But let's see. I don't have much hopes about AUD USD anymore because we had really big drop from that zone. Yeah, I'm gonna close some at 10 pips maybe.
-10, you mean?
Yeah, at minus 10 pips. Too much drop. I don't feel comfortable anymore with this trade. So my interest is at 350. Price is at 250. Yeah, thing is you can wait for it. But for me, even though we expect this big retest because of a 4 hour, we said that the 4 hour can come deeper to make this retest. So it's not that I didn't expect this, but I was hoping to not do that because it just makes the trade makes more, you know, not as clean as I expect usually. So I'm gonna close over from what I have half at minus 10 pips and see what happens with the other half. Maybe it can make that small loss back. So we'll see. I'm gonna switch to the 4 hour. Yeah, let's see. Because once it goes below this, I think it's gonna drop more. If it wants to go up, it has to stay above this. And this candle maybe should reject close around here where we have the entry, then the next candle push to the upside. But the most important thing is to stay above this level. We'll see if it's gonna stay above or not. I don't look 30 minutes because somebody's saying it got rejected from the 30-minute fresh support supply, or what's that. I'm just gonna stick to 1 hour, 4 hour. Let's see what happens. If this candle rejects around here and then closes, next one can push easily to the upside.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it stays above, it will be good.
It's a 4 hour week, so it's gonna take a little bit of time.
Yeah, it can take more time. Let's see. UJ is going to be a very nice trade. It's taking some time, but once it breaks, it's going to be a nice 20-30 pips move at least. That's what I'm waiting for. If AUDSD comes below this, I'm not going to look for any trades because the 4 hour will basically be at support still. The support here, so I want to look anything unless we're at this, unless we break this support, then we can look for something. But still we'll have to see what happens. If it gets back to our entry, that's gonna be a good sign. That price is gonna continue up. I mean, it can happen even on this candle to push all the way up, but it would be pretty hard to do that. And like I said, it's not the best break and retest you can have.
We knew that I was gonna do a deep retest because of the 4 hours, so
Yeah.
just gotta wait till this.
On AU, my target is
65, no?
around, yeah, 65 to the next resistance. Then we'll see if it's gonna break or not. We can hold some runners.
Like yesterday.
Yeah, just like yesterday.
In 5 minutes, the stock market is going to open Wall Street, so
Yeah, we can have a
a nice
push
push.
maybe after that. Yeah, exactly. The same happened yesterday. We had
Yeah.
some small movement until it opened, so we can expect the same today. Yesterday, AUDSD uh, gave us a lesson to be patient with it because when it starts to move, it's gonna move a lot. UJ is coming closer. Only another 10 pips and will be that will be enough for us. See, EJ is rejecting this level, this daily level. Not expecting too much from AUDUSD actually. Meaning the news was good for USD. I don't know.
Got half an hour more, so this should fly, man.
Well, it should fly and it should melt for somebody else. Even though I don't know who would sell here because there's no confirmation about selling here. There's
We have
more.
a big bullish bar. Now this is
Yes.
4 hour support. You see, and we have a bullish bar. They should fill at least this area.
This candle should go at least bullish, then maybe reject the zone another time, but now let's see. We'll see. We're just gonna be patient. Either stop loss or take profit.
Next half hour will tell us the story.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see a big push after the next 30 minutes. I mean, we had a big move on the same time yesterday, so we might have the same today. Even
Yeah.
though it came later. No, actually, it came at this time. The big candle that we were waiting for, this candle. this one here. Okay, it's almost there. Let's go. UJ got rejected again. Oh man. UJ is too slow. EJ looks like daily fake out break and retest. It's not a fake out actually. It's like a break and retest. Because fake out would be when it closes below and it doesn't continue down but it comes back right in the range and continues up. Here we had the breakout, we had the retest, and it went down for around how many pips here? Almost 100 pips dropped down, then came back after and closed above. So it just break and retest. And we actually had a rejection before. On lower time frame, you can see that we had first rejection from the daily. Now it's coming back down again. We'll see if it's going to continue down or not. Probably it's going to reject, I don't know, based on the daily I'm talking. We'll see. We'll see if AUD/USD is going to continue up and fill this range.
You have to create a 30-minute wick and then push up.
I'm not even gonna
No,
go
it's
to
not gonna
30
be.
minutes.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
need. There's no need.
Yeah, but you have to think that maybe you have a move down and you think it's gonna go down, and it's just a wick and
Yeah,
continues higher. So.
let's see. Yeah, like I said, if this candle manages to close above here, then the next one should push up. But we'll see. There's plenty of time. But if this candle closes below this support or resistance that we have here, then I would close everything. Wouldn't make much sense to me after that. See, Euro AUD can continue down based on the 4 hour. You see it came all the way below the previous 4 hour. Can easily continue. It makes sense AUD/USD to continue up. This one down and AUD/USD up. Would you look at line chart to spot break and retest? Well, candles are the best to spot a break and retest. Better use candles. Candles tells us everything. The direction of the market. So I don't really use lines. I never use lines. Okay. You know, if this candle would drop all the way down, we would have a nice uh, push to the downside on UJ. Another 15 pips drop on UJ from this resistance. And another drop on AUD/USD. Let's see. Taking too much time.
Yep. Too much time to go higher.
The the thing is, I don't want to get hit my stop loss before, too far from the candle close, because a lot of times can in the first 10 minutes can hit your stop, then the next 40 minutes or 50 minutes can continue all the way up to your direction. That's the worst thing to happen, because then it would be pretty bad to enter the second one, because what if it goes down for real again? So even if I get hit, if my stop gets hit, I want to be close to the candle close. So, I can think for the next step, what should I do? For now, we're still good. We'll see what's gonna happen. Fed Chair Powell testifies. This might have some effect maybe on USD. Yeah, we might have some movement. 4 o'clock on USD. We'll see when time comes. It's better to be done with a trade before the news always, so you don't have to be stressed out what's going to happen with the news. On the beginning, it was always like so much stress when news was coming, because I would be in a trade and it would be just luck on the news, because you don't really know what's going to happen with the fundamental, or what you can somehow expect from the news, something, but you never know because there are a lot of times when the news was good, but market was going on the opposite, not how it was supposed to go. So the best way is to stay out of the market when news are happening and wait for market to settle down. Another 20 minutes. Gonna take a look at US 30, see what's happening there. Big push and big drop. Doesn't really have a zone here. Can't even decide here. I think we might have a zone here. Since we got rejected first. Previously, we got rejected here. This looks like a small breaker retest, but the retest was not deep enough. Then we had this rejection from the same level. Now this candle closed above, and you see the retest should be a very big, retrace to make that retest. And when this happens, I don't really like it. It's a very big move that should happen for making the retest, which I don't really like. But still, we can see something like this here. Even though you see there's not too many zones on US 30, so you can't really decide. You can't really decide to take a trade here, because usually we want a lot more consolidation, so just we can be more comfortable when taking a trade, because the more rejections you have, the better the trade becomes. Just like on UJ, see how many times we got rejected. So now we know for sure that once we close below this level, it's going to be a lot more comfortable taking a trade here. And you know for sure that this is a good zone to take a trade. While in US 30, it's pretty much, too clean. It can't be this clean. We need more consolidation so it can tell us where the zones are and something like that. Yeah, nothing much here. ADSD, it's coming back.
We need a push.
Yeah, we do. Let's see. The good thing is we're coming close to another 15 minutes and the candle is going to close. And just like I said, we want this candle to close above, and it's coming. So if it does close above, we're good for the next candle to push up. Okay, now it's pushing finally. Let's see. If this turns bullish, that would be crazy. See, it stayed at the same point, at the same level for 45 minutes. Now on the last minute starts to move. It happens a lot, like you wait 15 minutes and on the last 10 minutes makes a 30 pip move pretty fast. Take a look at GU. Send the link, Anderson. A better link, because this looks like something's missing. See, EA also got rejected, like I said. This should continue down, and AUDUSD should push up also. It's not that they have correlation, but yeah, sometimes they move the same. UJ still in consolidation. I guess UJ is gonna make a breakout on Asian just when I'm not at the chart. It's gonna make a breakout and I'm gonna miss the move then. Okay, GBP USD, a break and retest. Thing is, let me take a look at GU. Let's see what's on the left on GU. See, you are waiting for this level. But if you look left, you have this level. You are currently at support on GU. There's no trade here at this level here that you said. So always look further, look left what's there. See these rejections? These are because we're at support. See how we got this rejected, this one, plenty of rejections. No trade for me on GU. Euro New Zealand. Entry, someone took Euro New Zealand, looks like it. Okay, Euro New Zealand looks pretty nice. Looks like the move is already done because I see a 20 pip drop there. Yeah, should have called this earlier because I would take it this easily. Yeah, man, this was a perfect break and retest. Also 4-hour break and retest. Wow. Nice trade, man. Congrats. I would take this too. But the move looks already happened. We had a 20 pip drop to the downside, so gonna see what's gonna happen with AUD USD. Let's see if we're gonna have to close at break even or hold it. If it does close above, then we're gonna be good to hold. But if it does close below, I think I'm gonna close after that. There's still some minutes left to see what's gonna happen. Looks like probably it's gonna close below, and I'm gonna look to exit. This candle needs to close above the candles here, above this resistance or support. Gonna say support because it's not closed back yet, back in the range, so let's wait and see. Wow, man, this was a very nice trade. I don't know how I didn't look at Euro New Zealand, but this was perfect. At least I wouldn't have to wait for an hour for a move. Euro New Zealand moves pretty fast, gives quick pips. No need to wait too much for it. Okay, nice push. Let's see if we get a close above. Would be very nice.
Yes, sir. Let's see.
Man, it made us wait a lot.
Yeah, man.
3 minutes left to see what's gonna happen.
We need to close above 3.5, right?
Yeah, 3.5. I don't know even if it does close like this, if I should hold or not, but I would like to close above just to be more comfortable, but we'll see what happens. Because even if it closes like this, it can still push, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
because
but
of,
I won't
of
be
a 4 hour.
so sure of the trade, so I prefer to get out, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, if it does close like this, I will I will close everything. If it does close above, I think we should have a move at least around here for 10 pips, you know. After that,
Yeah.
should push high. But let's see, at least 10 pips should come and push the next candle. I just don't like if it does close like an indecision candle. Not below, not above, just in between. That's what I don't like. See, this is what I didn't want to happen. Because see how many pips? We only closed 2 pips below our entry, so yeah. I
I prefer
closed.
to get out, yeah.
Yeah, I closed everything. I think it can still push up, but for me, it's not any more comfortable to be in this trade. If this would close above, then yeah, but it didn't. It didn't close. See, it closed below, and I wouldn't be comfortable uh, holding this trade anymore. Still can continue up, but there's no point holding it with hopes. I don't want to hold a trade with hopes. I want to hold a trade with confirmations. And that's not a good confirmation for me. Yeah, not much happening right now. GJ also didn't manage to break, closed below. It looks like GJ has a zone here. We might have a drop here on GJ. because daily got rejected from resistance.
Yeah, but look at 4 hour. We're at support.
From resistance, let's see the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour it's at support. That's like between two zones, because look at where these two candles are, and it matches with what the 1 hour time frame also. So I don't know. See these rejections on the left here, and see this fake out, because then it closed back in the range, made the retest, and it's the same level here. This has to go down. Well, 4 hour is not matching with 1 hour, so it's a bit risky.
UCAT worked based on the 4 hour.
Yeah, did it go up?
Down.
Oh, down.
You called it.
Oh, totally forgot about this. Yeah, this can still go down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a sell on USD CAD. Gonna put my stop just above the wick here, and first take profit. It's gonna be here at this next support.
Check it on the 1 hour.
So on the 1 hour, I'm taking
waiting for this area to break.
yeah, I'm taking it based on 4 hour. So
Yeah,
I'm just counting this as uh, better confirmation. So we have the breakout. Now we have also another rejection. I think it should continue on the 4 hour and fill this 4 hour wick and go to this next 4 hour support here. Even though I should have been already in the trade on this better entry, now I have not the best entry that it could have been. Let's see. I'm gonna look for 10 pips profit, and I'll move my stop at break even, because I have a late entry, and yeah, I'm gonna wait for this wick fill here as a first target maybe, and then see for more if I can hold a runner. Yeah, I have 10 pips now, but I'm just gonna wait for a little bit more. Let's see, that 4-hour wick should get filled, and maybe push a little lower than that also. Then we'll see. Thing is, if it does push higher, I think we can enter another entry. Can make another entry if it does push higher. Because this still should push down. The 4-hour closed very nice, and you can see it came all the way back, closed below the previous 4-hour, below support. Things still should push down and continue to this next support here. And on the 1-hour we already have one rejection, so it should be good. Should have entered around here at 400 maybe, based on the 4-hour, but since we missed it, we entered a bit late, and I still think we should continue down. UJ is pushing, we'll see. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to go now.
Okay, see ya.
I think I'm gonna hold this and see what happens. Should continue down for another 10-15 pips maybe. Also, I'm gonna look for UJ for a breakout. We'll see if it's gonna break now or later. I don't know. Currently on USD CAD cells, we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys all for joining. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. See you and have a nice day. Thank you all.
Take care, see ya.
If you guys like this stream, give it a like, and hopefully we'll do more on the future. Thanks everyone for being here.